Hello, welcome to a video for the 2010 G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra Bravo class vehicle, the Wolf Hound. So let's go ahead and look at a closer look at the packaging that the Wolf Hound comes in. So here's a closer look at the packaging that the Wolf Hound comes in. This seems to be taking more during the night, possibly. There's not as much sunlight coming through in this artwork that I can see. Still have some chunks of ice there. It has been mentioned that that could be a Cobra base in the background, possibly, but you would think that they would be facing the headquarters of the bad guys that they're fighting, but maybe Cobra's finally leaving and the Joes are in pursuit of Cobra, leaving the Cobra base. But there is a base back there. And then we have the Wolf Hound with the new G.I. Joe logo for the operation, as well as a new G.I. Joe logo down here for the product line. It says that it's firing missile launcher. That's kind of interesting because this is actually the first time that we've had this type of missile launcher, but not the first time that we've had this vehicle or a variation of this vehicle that fires a missile launcher, but we'll get into those connections later. Here's another side of the box, which has the same artwork from the front, G.I. Joe logo, other G.I. Joe logo, back of the box. But before we get to the back of the box, let's look at whiteout, because it includes whiteout, and there's another connection with this whiteout. But we'll have to read the file card in order to see just how different this whiteout is from his previous versions. Then we have the G.I. Joe spiel of what it is. It says G.I. Joe is the code name for a special operations unit of highly trained men and women. Their purpose is to defend the world against Cobra, a ruthless organization with criminal tentacles in every nation on Earth. That G.I. Joe logo again. On the back of the box we have the Wolf Hound as well as the G.I. Joe logo for the team. We also have a description of what the Wolf Hound is used for. The Wolf Hound vehicle combines the stamina of a tank with the handling of an off-road vehicle. The result is a machine that makes its own road over tough terrain to reach the Cobra geothermal base. Rear HT-3X high traction treads cruise over the snow and ice as the heavy-duty 1600 GT engine flexes its muscle and growls over impassable ground. The Slider missile system launches 4 anti-armor missiles in quick succession. That's definitely something I can't wait to start talking about, but let's first point out the first bullet point that we have is that elevating launcher that fires 4 missiles and rotates 360 degrees. We also have a second bullet point that says ski velocity X-1 torpedoes, and they have little skis that attach to them. And number 3 is that it has an opening canopy. It talks about how it has free rolling wheels, which these are the only ones that actually roll by themselves. These ones don't have any treads that move on them, or the wheels don't move as well. There's actually little tiny wheels underneath that allow it to roll across the ground. Then it talks about how it includes whiteout figure, as we saw on the side of the box. Movable windshield wiper, just like the ice cutter has. And then we have the Arctic Threat. The Pursuit of Cobra mission is what he's involved in, and the G.I. Joe team breaks into a Cobra base that's hiding powerful new technology. And if you've seen my His Tank video, then you already know exactly what technology they were hiding. But let's go ahead and look at the vehicle and whiteout. At least this version of whiteout. Here we have whiteout. He's the driver of the Wolf Hound. Go ahead and pick him up so you can have a closer look at him. He's got gray boots, 2 gray pouches on his belt around his waist, 2 pouches on his chest, 2 gray gloves, a gray pouch on the back. Now it looks like he also has kind of a riveted armor or leather backpack area, because it looks like it's kind of been sewn there or riveted there. Now all these pouches are pretty handy, so that way you can say that he has survival gear or rations. I wouldn't say bullets, because unfortunately he doesn't come with a gun, so you will have to equip him with something out of your own arsenal, as well as he doesn't come with a stand. His only 2 accessories that he comes with are, other than the Wolf Hound, if you want to say that's a major accessory that he comes with, is this hood right here that's removable. Then he's got a pair of goggles as well. You can really see his eyes really well through the goggles, so that's nice. They line up correctly. They are also removable. Not too much work. You can get him to rest right above his head, so that way he can be all ready in between battle. You know, if they start being attacked, then all you have to do is slide him down and he's ready. The connections that I can make with him are these two pouches on his legs. They've been used on snow serpents. The lower legs have not been. They've also been used on the G.I. Joe character Snake Eyes on the 25th anniversary line called Arctic Trooper, and that was when I believe him and Scarlet were going up against the Trapper Quinn. And there's actually a video that I did. It's an old one, but it connects this video with Quinn, which then connects Snake Eyes to this. They did make a Quinn figure, but that was pre-25th anniversary. That was actually the classic style and mold of G.I. Joe originally, with the O-ring. The other connection I can make is this black on him. I think this black was used on a Rise of Cobra figure, Storm Shadow. I don't own that one, so I can't bring him in to show the connection. But it also makes me think of the 1988 version 2 Storm Shadow. He also had this black and white motif. I think instead of just being straight lines, they were more of a T design. Now he also does have the G.I. Joe insignia on his bicep right there. But for the most part, I think that's everything I can say about Whiteout. So let's go ahead and get on to the bigger accessory that he comes with, and that is the Wolf Hound. This is a reused, remold, and yet updated look at a vehicle that originally was called the 1985 Snowcat, and also used in that same year of 1985 as the Tiger Cat as part of Tiger Force. We'll go ahead and look at the vehicle for this line, being called the Wolf Hound. Here you can see the vehicle is mostly black and white. It's one great thing about it being a vehicle from the 80s. They really spent a lot of time putting in a lot of detail, so you still get that detail with this updated look. So you got some lights, you can say, right there. Nice frosted canopy. Got a sort of working windshield wiper right here. Room inside for two figures. We'll show Whiteout going in later. Got this steering wheel that can go up, added detail. Then there's a few joysticks in there. But yes, lots of room for your two figures to go in. Quite a bit of stickers. Now this one I can for sure, you know, because this is the new G.I. Joe logo for the team, is a new sticker. That wouldn't have been on the 1985 Snowcat. And some of these ones in the back probably as well, new. I don't own the 1985 Snowcat or the Tiger Cat from Tiger Force. This one and then another one that I'll show later are the only two that I own. But although this is a new sticker, they did decide to stay with Wolf Hound having the Snowcat stickers from the 1985 Snowcat. Other thing that has been updated are these pegs here, so if you are someone that wants to get this vehicle, you will be able to use your 25th anniversary and Rise of Cobra and Pursuit of Cobra and on figures on those pegs. But if you have anything pre Rise of Cobra or 25th anniversary, then they won't stay on that peg, but they will still fit inside the canopy. They've actually updated those pegs so they're a lot smaller. This part does say that it unlatches, but if you unlatch it, you can see that there is a little bit of storage in there if you want to, but make sure it's not anything too small, because you can see right there stuff would fall out. But kind of nice that it's there. I think it's mostly though just for look, but it is nice if they decided to put that space in there for storage as well. Give you a little bit more of a look at it. I think this was another one that it may feel like it has a lot of stickers on it. There goes one of the snow pedos, as some people like to call them. But it actually isn't too bad. What I usually do with stickers is, if it's maybe too many stickers, then maybe while you're watching a TV show or something, every commercial break, take a commercial break to put some stickers on. You have some marbling in the vehicle and different spots, and that's again, that makes me want to think that it's something that was mixed in with the white paint. Now the things that still look like from 1985 are the main vehicle, its body and chassis, and all this, and the windshield wiper here. These even look like the ones from the 1985 vehicle as well. And they just kind of peg on like old school missiles did on vehicles. You have that peg and then that very normal look to the peg hole right there from the 80s. The skis and the torpedoes come off. There's two holes and then two pegs right there. And you just line them up. So they kind of do rock a little bit back and forth, but they do stay on there really well. The only thing is with this one, you'll want to push it all the way down, and it doesn't really go that far down on the vehicle. That's about it. So all that other stuff is supposed to be exposed. And you also have another one on the back. Now we'll bring in the other one so that you can see how this missile launcher is not the first time that we've actually gotten a missile launcher, or the first time that we've gotten a change in the missile launcher for this vehicle.